Hello, class. This is part two of the eye. At this point, part one showed you how to get to this point right here. So I'm going to show you how to complete this. What we have, remember, is we had 12 divisions on the original circle. We need to increase that to 24 to complete the eye. And here's an example of, let me get my little example. Here we go. When it's all finished, it will look something like this. You can see the difference. This has another layer of circles on it. So let's get started. Okay, this is actually a pretty simple procedure. If you look, remember you've got these circles that are, the center is on this circle right here, and these circles rotate around the center. You can kind of see them rotating around. So here's your circle that contains the centers of those circles. So we need to create 12 more centers or points on that circle. And they will fall about halfway between here and here. About halfway, just like between these 2 points, this point would be halfway to keep it symmetrical. So this is very simple to do. Let's look at this series of intersections right here. See them here? They go around a circle. In fact, I'm going to draw a circle on that so you can see that. I'll draw a little bit lighter, but trying to keep it as light as possible so it doesn't interfere with what we're talking about. You can see it there. That circle goes through all these points, and you're going to use those points. For example, let's take this point right here. The circle intersects and kind of tells you where that is. You don't need to draw the circle at this point, but that point, and then right opposite, going right through the center, is a corresponding point right here. Okay, so you see these 2 points. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Those are 2 points that are opposite each other. And if you go around, you'll see those 2 points, those corresponding points go right on around. Okay, so if I connect this point with its opposite point, and it should go through pretty close to the center, I'm going to make a mark on that circle that contains the 12 points. See the 2 points right here? You don't need to draw the line, just make the points. Okay, go to the next one over, which would be right here and right here. You can see that petal coming to a point at that intersection. Connect those two, and that gives you 2 more points. You know, there's actually several ways, different ways to do the same thing. I'm just showing you what, I don't know, I guess it's easier to visualize. So I'm just going on around, connecting the 2 opposite points and creating a new point on that circle of center points. And that should do it. So now you have 12 more points. Oops, I left off one right here. And just make sure you're going through the center. If you're going off like this, maybe you find some other point to connect it to, that would be wrong. You want to go through the center, or at least close to it. So I'll just put a quick red dot on here, just so you can see that. You don't need to do the red dot. That's just for your benefit. There's 12 new points. You know, gosh, I can increase this to 36 just by finding the middle of these 2 right here and putting in the point, but that's another story. Okay, now what I need to do is get this radius again. Let's do it from right here. That's the radius of these circles right here. Do a little test, make sure you get it exact. Okay. and I'm just going to go and turn each one of those red dots. If you randomly skip around, it's easy to get confused, and you'll have gaps, and it'll be hard to find the center point that you need to use. So I'm just going right on around each of those points in turn. We're almost there, and then there's one more step after this, and this eye will be complete. You can see a couple gaps. So for you, if you took a colored pencil and just put a simple, just a little bit of a dot with a colored pencil that you could barely see, that'll help you complete it. Okay, I don't see any gaps in there. Okay, just about done. Now I'm going to identify some more points. If you start at the center and go out, you can see there's an intersection here. I'm making these extra large so that you can see them. There's another intersection here. Just work your way out. You've already got this circle, so you don't have to worry about that one. The next intersection is here. Here's another one here. And here. Here's another one, another one, another one, and right there, there's a final one. So you're going to take your compass and draw circles through those intersections. I already have this one here. And here's the light one that I drew previously. I'll go ahead and darken that one in. And you'll notice as these circles start to approach the outer edge of the main circle, they get closer together, which actually creates an illusion of some kind of a spherical form. A couple more, and we'll have it. Last two. As you work on these, don't get in a hurry, like, I got to get it done. Enjoy the process. That's the whole, the final result, the final product is nice. But what I enjoy is the process of just using the compass, drawing the lines, the methodical aspect of just going through it step by step and creating this, letting it just kind of come into shape. So there's the finished eye. Okay. Use markers, watercolors, or colored pencil. Here's one I've started. I'm looking for patterns in this. You'll see if you combine some of the, let's call these little elements like the little diamonds. If you combine some of those, you can create some, you can emphasize certain petals in here. I haven't got it done yet. Okay. I'm going to start working on some of these. You can see these bands. See the bands that reach out like this? You can emphasize those, or you can emphasize the circular bands that go concentrically around the center. Whatever pops into your mind. That's kind of what I've been doing. Just lay down some color and start to see some patterns. It can be symmetrical like I'm doing it, or you can do it random. And I did put some other student samples. I'll email those to you, or I may already have. Okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in class.